Hi, my name is Christian and this is Group 5's video project on the Founding Fathers and the Constitution. Before we go a little bit deeper into the video, I would like to let you know who's playing who as the rest of my group members reenact what happened in 1787. First we have Alex, who is playing James Madison, who was responsible for much of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, which were the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, and helped persuade people that a stronger central government was needed. Next is Hung, who is playing George Washington, who was the Major General for the colonies and the first President of the United States. Next is Michelle, who is playing Thomas Jefferson, who was the formal name for the Republican Party and the third President of the United States. Next is Susanna, who's playing Ben Franklin, who was an inventor and the sixth President of the Supreme Executive Council of Pennsylvania. Next is Nicole, who is playing John Adams, who served in the Massachusetts House of Representatives and the Vice President of George Washington. Lastly is Mauricio, who is playing Alexander Hamilton, who was Chief of Staff to George Washington and the founder of the nation's financial system. Now that we know who's who, I hope you enjoy the rest of our video.
Alright guys, I got an idea. Can you turn off the light please? I sound crazy, but I think we should rebel against the British and have our own colonies to ourselves called America.
Why should we do that? Isn't that going to be dangerous?
We need to change and everything is risky, so all we need is to get our own human rights. We can't allow a government to take over. We can make our own decisions and we can't have the government have too much power over us.
Since we all want to do this, perhaps we should get all of us to sign a certain paper, but I'm not too sure what to call it yet.
Yeah, so what about the Declaration of Independence?
That sounds like a good name.
That sounds like a good idea. Do everybody agree with that?
Aye.
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 Yeah.
Well, awesome. I guess everybody agree. So here's the paper. Once we all sign it, then the Declaration of Independence shall be
So this new government of ours, how's it going to work out?
Okay, so it's going to need to be completely different than the British government, right?
A government that would avoid tyranny of both itself and the people.
The Articles of Confederation are weak and ineffective. I want to diminish the state problems, but how? There are so many things wrong with it. I mean, we can't have goons like Shay rebel against us here and there. That is just chaos that could lead to a revolution amongst ourselves. Man, I don't even know where to begin. There are no federal courts and no congressional power over commerce. Maybe it's time to forge a new government. A government where we have a stronger central government to provide order and stability. We can also have 3 branches of government: an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a judicial branch. Here, power can be distributed amongst us. Let's see what the others have to say about this.
For our executive branch, we can have someone be the head of the military, maybe the president. That can be our executive branch.
Legislature is in charge of put out the bills or the laws and we pass it. That's it.
And the judicial branch should be the Supreme Court, and they can pass the laws.
think we need to create some sort of, not really like a new government, but something that will kind of help us people like individual liberties. Perhaps some sort of Bill of Rights where it contains 10 things that'll help us out. I'm gonna vote for George Washington.
Okay, so I agree, George Washington.
George Washington it is.
Of course, George Washington. He's my homie.
Washington is coming.
Thank you for letting me introduce.